Hi, good morning. Today we are looking at Runa. The Runa can be, considered as a past Runa, or it can also be the present Runa. The present Runa is the Runa that we borrow, or the borrowings is also called Runa. The main thought process in today's world, Runa means borrowings. The borrowings that we do for various things for which I have put up the photographs. We can borrow for vehicles, we borrow for houses, we borrow personal loans, we borrow loans to upgrade our house, we borrow loans for education. Any form of borrowing is called a Runa, which has to be repaid, which is measurable. All right, which is measurable, which is have to be repaid. It is a Karz. Now, you cannot borrow every time you want to borrow. There has to be a dasha bhukti to help you to borrow. Therefore, the dasha bhuktis should link to our sixth house or the sixth lord, or there should be some relationship between the sixth house and the sixth lord and the dasha bhukti for us to borrow in any form, whether it is a vehicle borrowing, money for buying a vehicle, money for building a house, or money for buying a property. I need a dasha bhukti which will give us the borrowings. So if someone says, I want to buy a house, it is not possible that he may buy a house immediately, even though his mind is ready to buy, because the dasha bhuktis may not have any connection to the sixth house of buying. Right now, when you have to buy is not the sixth house parameter. To buy is the fourth house parameter. To get a loan is the sixth house parameter. Please remember, to buy any property, any vehicle is a fourth house parameter. To get a loan on this is the sixth house parameter. So buying might be easy, getting a loan might be difficult. Again, the thought process is a benefic planet in the sixth house. Your loan sanctions will be easy and you may get loans without any problems. No ma'am, we didn't have any problem. We just submitted our papers and we got the loan. Great. That's because you had the benefic planets in the sixth house. And when we borrow on some item, be it borrowings for house or vehicle or even a personal loan, you mortgage something. So you have lost something to get something. So you have to repay this if you want to own that property. Right? Now, what happens is that the sixth house is the house of borrowing, and the fourth house is actually the gain from borrowings, which is the house or the vehicle or the education, right? It so happens that when benefic planets are there, they do not have the positive karma allowed them to borrow, but the same karma does not allow them to repay, or they have some problems coming up where they do not repay the amount. So a benefic planet in the sixth house allows you to borrow money, whereas a malefic planet in the sixth house finds it difficult to borrow money. He has to get a favorable dasha period, and he has to get a favorable aspect either in the natal chart or through transit chart where the native can borrow. But these natives who have borrowed with difficulty repay their loans in totality because they believe that they have to repay the amount because they want to clear their negative karmas, could be one way of thinking about it. Now, when we talk about Runa, we also have Runas for which we are born with. We are born with certain Runas. Like Deva Runa, Matrupitru Runa, Rishi Guru Runa. Now, what are these runas? Deva Runa is in Hindu philosophy, it is understood that the native is born as a human after a cycle of many years, many lives, many lives, and in many forms. You know, the form of a worm, a form of a butterfly, a form of a moth, a form of ants, reptiles, each of them have a soul. So you are born with various forms, or in various forms have been taken birth before the soul is born as a human. Since the soul is born as a human, human is the only animal in the world who has an imagination, and only animal in the world who believes in free will, or who has the free will. Therefore, to repay back the free will is also a runa to the gods. Here again, when I have positive planets, or when I have benefic planets in the sixth house, they have done positive karmas in the previous lives where they kind of escape doing these runas towards gods. And those who have malefic runas believe that they have to pay back in some way, or malefic planets carry a negative runa. Sorry, a malefic planet carries a negative runa. Therefore, the malefic planets in the sixth house believes that we have to repay to earn positive karmas. This is for Devarunas. So benefic planets might say, Goinda God, thank you God, and walk away with it. Whereas malefic planets in the sixth house may do different types of pujas and punaskaras. Similarly, there is Matru Pitru Runa. All of us are born to our parents, and we have to in turn pay back our parents. It is impossible to pay back to them, but we have to do their last rites in whichever form we do, because that is the runa we are going to pay back. Again, benefic planets in the sixth house may believe, will my father and mother hurt me? That is their belief. Whereas malefic planets in the sixth house believe that yes, my parents have done this to me. This is the least I can do to my parents. This is the different thought process of benefic planets in the sixth house and malefic planets in the sixth house. Similarly with Guru Runas, the sixth house, benefic planets in the sixth house believe it that it is their right. A malefic planet in the sixth house believes that they have to pay back. Thank you for watching my video. Do like, share and subscribe. Please follow G3 Astro. Signing off, Gayatri. Have a pleasant day.